Hello everybody, this is deliciousVB back again with yet another tutorial. This one is going to be creating your own little clock that has the date, the day of the week, the year, the month, all those features, second hand. It has minutes and hours. It's a digital display. It's really cool, and I thought I would teach you guys how to do it. So this I would level as a fairly moderate program. This isn't extremely hard to create. Of course, as long as you follow the tutorial, you shouldn't have any problems creating it. So first, what you want to do, as always, is create and name your application. So I'm going to name my application Clock. Pretty lame name. If you look over here, I named it Watch. That's what it was. I created a little clock thing. Now, once you get to here, you want to resize it to kind of this, because again, it's a clock, so clocks don't have to be that big. Now, I'm going to rename this clock. I'm not really going to do that much in the way of the form. I'm really just going to create these labels and stuff like that. So, first what you need to do is create 4 labels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first label, let's drag these other 3 out of the way. Whoops, that was a mistake. The first label, oh my gosh. Sorry, my mouse is messed up. The first label, well, first what you want to do is go to the form, and you want to select the font and click on ... And you want to choose a good font for clocks. I'm just going to choose Microsoft Yahoo. Okay, now what you want to do with the first label is you want to make the size 30 pt. Okay, and what you want to do is make the text, hold on, you want to make the text 00. Now, this may have to be two videos making this clock, because this clock isn't like really quick to make. So next you want to do that, and I'm going to also increase the size. Hold on a sec. I'm going to increase the size to 20, and I'm going to drag that right there, and then I'm going to take label 3, and again, I'm not going to do that much designing because, I don't want to waste time on that, so I'm just going to try to make it look as good as I can, and then, screw that. So you have the time now, 0000. Okay, and here is the second hand, and this is going to be significantly smaller. I'm going to make it 20 points, 20 pt, and it's actually, I'm going to make it not 10, 15 pt. Okay, and it's going to also be 00. So right now we have a pretty lame clock, 00:0000. Now, next thing we need to do is name these. So first we have hour. So I'm going to name this hour. And then we have minute, and I'm going to name it minute. And I don't know how that got over there. And then we have second, and I'm going to name it second. Pretty simple, right? Now we're going to start coding this clock. So what we first need to do is create a timer, because what the timer does is every 1 second it updates the time. Otherwise, it would just show the time that you open the form, and the time would never ever change. So the clock would be useless. The only way you could check the time with it was if you were to open it and then see the time and then close it, and then when you want to see the time you have to open it again. That would be that would be a hassle. Let's just put it that way. Now, for the timer settings, make it enabled. You don't have to change the name, and make the interval 1000. Actually, the interval can be anything below 1000. It really doesn't matter, but 1000 keeps your computer running the fastest, while it only needs 1000. Or lower, of course, because the clock only updates every 1 second. So, you want to double click on timer 1 and let the code page load, and timer 1 tick. So this is a timer 1 tick event, and when it ticks, it happens to be the only event for the timer. Now when it ticks, you'll find this surprisingly easy to retrieve the hour. Now the only problem is that when you retrieve the hour, it's gonna come in single digit form. Now for hour, that's not a problem, but for minute, you don't want it to say 1:9. You want it to say 1:09, you know? So for an hour, that's not going to be a problem. So we can say hour.text, and this is really easy. You'll find it really surprising. Hour.text equals my.computer.clock.hour dot local time dot hour. That was easy, right? Hold on, let me check the time. Okay, we're good on time. So next we have to program the minute. Now, like I said, instead of it saying 1:9, we want to say 1:09. So to do that, we need to say if my.computer.clock.localtime.minute, so this retrieves the minute, equals or dot toString.length. So this retrieves the length. The length is 1, meaning if it's single digit, then so sorry, I clicked away, so it had a little error there. Just ignore the blue line, please. Now, so this says if the length is 1, we want to double the length, make the length 2, but we can't just put a random digit. We have to put 0 in front of it. So what we're gonna say is minute.text equals 0 and, so 0, first it's going to be 0 and then the time, the digit. So my.computer.clock.localtime.minute.toString. Now I don't know, actually we don't need .toString. Now I don't know why I keep using 9 as an example, but let's just say the time was 1:09. Now if we did not have this piece of code, it would say 1:9. But now that we added this 0, if the length of 9 is 1, so like 9 is 1 digit, right? So the length is 1, right? So you put a 0 in front of the 9 to make it 1:09. It's that simple. It's pretty simple. It's just a little add-on. It's okay. Minute. Otherwise, if it is 2, we don't need to add a 0 in front of it, right? Because you don't want to say, like, if it's 1:48, you don't want to say 10:48, you know? So just add that in, and we're good for minute. So next we have second. Okay, now second is the same deal as minute. So we want to say if my.computer.clock.localtime.second.toString.length equals 1, then now hold on, because I'm short on time, I'm gonna pause it and do this. Be back. So like minute, just duplicate it and change it. So I'm back, if you didn't already notice, and that's good for seconds. So now we need to program the day, the date, the month, and the year. Now this can get a little bit complicated, mainly because Visual Basic returns all these values as integers. Stupid mouse, come on. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, Visual Basic returns all these values as integers, so we need to translate month and day of the week into words, you know. So we want to create a so that's date, day, month, year. So next what we want to do is select label 1, what is now label 1, and you want to move it here, and we're gonna make the text 1, because you know dates can't be 0, there can't be 0 date, and we're gonna name it date. Yeah, you can't name it date, so date 1. Okay, I'm just gonna name it date 1, and then label 3. I'm not gonna go into designing. I'm just maybe at the end if I have time. So I'm gonna make the text. You know what? I'm not gonna change these texts because it's gonna change anyway. So okay, and I'm gonna make the name day. I'm gonna line label 5 up. I'm gonna make the name month and I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna make the name year. Now, the date, so we're gonna program date1 equals my.computer, date1.text equals my.computer.clock.local.time.date. It's that easy, right? And then now here's where it gets complicated. This is day, right? So now the only problem with this is that day, what I mean by day is day of the week. Now it returns day of the week as an integer, but we don't want that. So we're gonna make an array, and we're gonna say dim days as string equals, and then we're going to have multiple values inside this string array. First one's going to be Sunday, and I'm going to code all the way through Saturday. Okay, now we have the days. So what we can do now is day.text equals days, and then my.computer.clock.local.time.day of week. Now, there we go. What it's going to do is day.text equals days, so this specific day, and then my.computer.clock.local.time.day of week. And they're both 0 based, I'm pretty sure. So that's good. Now, next what we have is we have the month. I'm going to hurry up and code the month, and I'll be back. Okay, so good thing that's the last time we have to do that with the array. So just code January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, now, next thing, we have to code the year. Good thing for the year, it just comes in an integer, and a year is a number. So we don't need to dim anything. Year.text equals my.computer.clock.year. So local time.year. Now, I rushed on this so much. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if something went wrong. Come on. Okay, so you see it took a second to load up. But you see, it's 8/2. Oh, yeah. The date, 8/2, Sunday, September 2013. It should be 2013. I'm not going to change that. You can just add 20 to the beginning of what it says, But it's 8/2, so it's the 2nd of September. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that glitch. Okay, I'm going to fix it right now. It's that the day is right, but the month is not 0 base. So what you have to do is that -1. And then you should be good. So I don't need to save it. Right? Yep, now it says now it says 2013. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so, and there's the time right there. It's 8:36. See? 8:37. See, it's the exact same time because it comes from the computer. So that is my clock application. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this. I hope it wasn't that hard for you guys. This is the final code. Zoom out, zoom in, scroll over to the side. By the way, I don't know why my font changed. If someone could tell me why that happened, please do so. So, yep, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it, and thank you for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, and like. Peace out.